My name is Maci Malott. I am from Southern Oklahoma and I am a physician's assistant by trade. I have been a PA for nearly a decade, working in urgent care medicine, sports medicine, and now I actually work in behavioral health. But I joined Bravenly 2 years ago. I simply joined for the products. I was desperately looking for some help for some personal things, and I saw Bravenly, saw the products, and I knew that I wanted to try them. And I am a discount girly, so I signed up for the discount. I had no experience in sales. I have never been a part of anything like this before in my life. I went to college. I played softball in college. I got right into PA school. And then I just started working as a PA. So for me, I have no sales experience. But I joined Bravenly because I wanted some products. And once I got on these products, I knew that I had to share. I use the term, I felt like God just smacked me one day because he was like, hello, you have been praying these bold prayers all of your life, and I'm giving you this opportunity. What you don't know is, although I am a PA and I love my job and I'm so thankful for my job, I definitely feel called to work in medicine, but I also am called, I want to be a mom one day and I want to have the capability if I want to stay home, I want to be able to stay home with my children one day. And that's just something that me and God have talked about for a really long time. And it was like God smacked me one day and said, hey, this could be that opportunity. And once those my eyes opened and once that light bulb turned on, I thought, oh my goodness, what is Bravenly, right? And for me, I started paying attention. I started asking those questions. I started looking around and I realized that I had my hands on something that absolutely could lead me there. Bravenly got started back in 2000. We are sorry, 2020, excuse me. We are a debt-free company. The Emery family started this company, and those are things that I found very important. A faith-based company, that's also something that I just really thought that's important to me for my faith. Do you have to be of faith to be a part of Bravenly? No, but for me, those aligned incredibly. Once I started paying attention to the community, I thought, wow, I really need this. And so for me, I just couldn't unsee what Bravenly brought to the table. You would be getting in at the ground level because Bravenly is so new and they are just now expanding into other countries. We are Bravenly Global for a reason, and I truly believe we haven't even reached momentum yet. Um, the products for me, being in healthcare, it's important that I know what I'm ingesting, what I'm consuming, and our products are GMP certified. And for me, that's something really important. And so, again, once I saw Bravenly, once I saw the opportunity that I had here, once I saw the income potential, I could not unsee it. And I am so grateful that those 2 years ago, with those kind of scares or those health diagnoses that came across my table, I'm so thankful for them because it absolutely brought me here. So take it away, Jaden. I'm going to give it to you now.
Awesome. Thanks, Macy. My name is Jaden Milnick, and I am a wife and I am a mom of three. I have a almost 2 year old, almost 3 year old, or almost 4 year old, and a 5.5 year old. So we live on an acreage. So to say that my life is crazy, it absolutely is. It's chaos in the house, chaos outside the house, right? We just thrive on it. But I got started with Bravenly when I was just 6 weeks postpartum with my youngest baby. And so I really had no intention of starting a business. I had no business starting a business. I was busy. I was exhausted. I wasn't sleeping, all the things, right? But my friend, who I have trusted, I have watched for years, had been in network marketing. And I saw what she was sharing and I had to have some of it. I was so interested in the Rush product and I was so interested in the Gold product because I had just had my third C-section. I was just puffy, I was inflamed. I didn't feel good. My gut health was all over the place and I genuinely just wanted to start feeling better. But the kicker was I was on an unpaid maternity leave and so I knew my husband was not going to let me purchase these just knowing how tight our budget was. So she talked to me about the business and I was like, do you know me? I am an introvert through and through, right? This is not who I am. But I watched the video and I was so consumed with it of maybe this is exactly where God is calling me. I just felt so led that I had to learn more and I had to go into it. And so I talked to my husband and I knew I was just so nervous to even bring it up to him. But the thing he told me was, what's the worst that could happen? And when he said that, I was like, you know what? You're right. What is the worst that could happen? Either I bought products one time and it didn't work out, or I'll figure it out. And I knew there was some doubt in the back of his head, and I knew I doubted myself, but I wanted to prove him wrong. And so I dove all in, right? And I did all the things. I went back to work I was working in swine genetics at the time. I went back to work for a while. And then just a few months later, I was able to walk away from that job and go somewhere else part time while being home with my kids. And when I say that's an answered prayer, I say it's an answered prayer. I had prayed for years for God to show me a different route, to show me a different job, to be able to have the flexibility and freedom with my kids that I desperately was wanting. And so when I say I had no business starting a business, I mean it. It was chaotic. My time was already stretched thin, but I knew something had to change. If I wanted to truly be the mom and the wife that I was desiring, I had to do something about it. So, firstly, I had to take care of my health. Since the baby and everything, I've been able to lose 20 pounds, keep it off, still working on some more. But I also have found an incredible community here. I found people who truly get me. I've shared motherhood. I've shared all the highs and lows of motherhood and business and all the things with these people who I would have never crossed paths with. And so I love Bravenly for that reason of meeting new people. Even as an introvert, you can do it. And so coming from someone with no previous experience, you can do this, okay? Even it might seem scary, but if God is truly leading you here and you're watching this video for a reason, take a moment to really think about it because you will maybe never see this sort of opportunity again. And you can absolutely do this with us. So I'm going to pass it over to my friend Jordan.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Jordan, and I am a wife and a mom to a toddler, and she is my entire world. And she's exactly why I said yes to Bravenly because I knew that I had to become a better mom. So back in November of 2024, I was the heaviest I'd ever been. She was a year and a half old at the time, and everyone looking at my life probably thought I was living my dream because I was home with her and I was getting to see all of those first that most people miss out on. But truthfully, I was depressed. I was no energy. I was just probably in one of the darkest spots I had been in a very long time. And often I would not leave the chair that I would sit in almost the entire day. I would look forward to bedtime. I would look forward to nap time, even though I was already not doing anything. I just needed a break from a break that I was already having. I was surviving on 5 cups of coffee a day. And so I reached out to a friend and I said, listen, I don't think these products are going to work for me, but I'm desperate to feel like myself again and desperate to be a better mom. So I got on our best-selling Accelerate Trio and grabbed the Sour Apple Rush. And when I tell you that sour apple completely changed my life, it completely changed my life. And it got me off 5 cups of coffee a day. It has helped me want to work out again. It makes me want to go on walks. It helps me play with my daughter in the floor, doing things that I should have wanted to do as a mom, but I just didn't have the energy or the drive to do it. And now I do. So I am a better mom and I'm a better wife because of these products. And then I was a customer for 7 months. I didn't come over here right away, jump right into the business, but I did in May of 2025. And I'm so grateful that we did because it's helped me pay off credit card debt. It's allowed me to continue to stay home with my toddler. But my favorite thing is that we are here because of the amazing Amory family. And I'm just so grateful for all that they do. It's a debt-free, faith-based company, and that just means so much to me. And so the compensation plan, I've never been paid like I have. I can do half the volume here than I can do at a previous company and get paid more. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to work hard and I like to get paid very well. And so whenever I am working hard and I'm getting paid for what I'm doing, then I think that is well worth it. And the fact that it's a volume-based company, that means that you can go to the very top without a single person underneath you. And to me, that was a very enticing thing that I could bet on myself and do the work to get the pay that I wanted. I didn't have to rely on a team. And so if you are from a previous company and you used to have to see what your paycheck was going to look like because of a team, then I want you to know here that you don't have to. This is for you, and this is a volume-based company. So thank you so much for taking time and hearing about our stories, and we cannot wait to see you here and partnering with us.